Hi everyone. It's time for our weekly update. Puppies will be 5 weeks old on Monday. Today's Sunday. As you can see, I have the crate out here now. Wyatt actually goes in there and nurses them, and as you can see, they take naps in there, so they're learning to have really good associations with the crate. I'm afraid I'm catching them at a time when they're all kind of napping, so I don't know how exciting this video is going to be, but I am going to give you a chance to see everybody. We are starting puppy selection process, and I'm actually sort of in the middle of doing the temperament testing. So as I work with each family in the order in which you reserved a puppy, I will send you photographs of each puppy. I will send you the temperament results. I will also give you my own personal observations and recommendations. But the goal here is not to focus on a puppy just for appearances, but to really pay attention to which puppy is going to match best with your home and with your lifestyle, because that's going to be the enduring relationship. So that being said, we have a little blue collar there. Blue! Hello, hello, hello! Hey, puppies! Hey, puppies! And they're waking up a little. Come on out of there. Hello, puppies. Let me get in here a little bit more. And there's Pinky sleeping. She's actually snoring a little bit. And there's Purple. Hi, Purple. Hi. Oh, nope, that's Red. Where's Purple? There's Purple. Purple. Hi, there he is. There he is. And there's Black Collar Girl. My goodness, we got sleepy puppies. And there's Sage. And there's Green cuddled up with Sage. Hi. Hi, Red. Oh, you have dust on your face. Hi, Red boy. How's my little boy, huh? How's my little boy? You're so handsome. You're such a handsome boy. Hello, sweetheart. They're all very friendly, very social pups. Everybody does have blue eyes. I thought Black Collar, one of her eyes was going to turn, but it was actually Sage. So Sage is going to have one brown and one blue, but everybody else, it looks like they're going to have 2 blue eyes. So boy, that's pretty exceptional for a litter of pups, for everyone to have blue eyes. Even if Sage only has one, that's still pretty exceptional that everyone has blue. But Wyatt has one bi-colored eye and one brown eye, but blue eyes run in her family. And of course, Yanni has 2 blue eyes, and blue eyes run in his family as well. So we lucked out with that. Can't promise that with all future litters with these 2, but for this one, looks like we're going to have all blue. Hey, Red. Hey, Red. Hello, sweetie. Oh, there's my good boy. There's my happy boy. I have started to put some toys down when Wyatt's out of the room for them to play with. Just introducing different things, different surfaces, different sounds. I come out here periodically and turn the radio on. Let them listen to the radio. It's been too cold to let them go outside, so they're still pretty much here. Hi, sweetie. They're pretty much here in the whelping room for now. Wyatt's still in with them. She's still nursing. They are getting gruel 3 times a day, and they're eating a lot of it, so they're growing. And hi, honey. You woke up. There's that happy girl. Hi, sweetie. Hello, Pinky. Are you still groggy? Hello, Pinky. Hi, sweetheart. As you can see, Pink's ears are up already. Couple of them have one ear up, one ear down. Most of them are still floppy, but they will all stand up. So that's just some do it quicker than others. There, Sage is waking up. In my last video, I told you that Sage was one of the quieter ones. Well, she's kind of come into her own. So she's really just as active and vibrant and kooky as the rest of them are. Green is still pretty quiet, tends to kind of lay back a little bit and watch things. So she's still one of the quieter ones. But everybody else really just fairly similar. There's little small differences between the two. Hi, Sagey girl. Hello, love. Hi, Red. Hi, there's that big boy. Blue, wake up. Blue boy, wake up. Hello, hello, hello. Hello, hello, hello. Just trying to stimulate him a little bit with vocals. That's it. There he is. He's up now. Hi, honey. Hi, Pinky. Pinky's crawling on my leg. Pinky's crawling on my leg. Well, hi, Blue. Hi, Blue. Let's everybody bite Blue's ear. They all play, and they actually all get along really, really well. So, Pink's getting Red, Red's getting Sage. Or, no, Blue. Sage is getting my foot. She's a very curious girl, this one is. Aren't you, Sagey girl? Aren't you, Sagey girl? They're all happy. All happy puppies. Hello, hello, hello. Oops, sorry. Hi. Hello, honey. Hello, honey. Hey, Blackie girl. Are you going to wake up? Hi, sweetheart. Hi, sweetheart. Look at those beautiful blue eyes. You are a sweetie. You are a sweetie. And Purple's back there sacked out, and so is Green. Greenie girl. She's so sweet and very, very polite. When everybody kind of rushes me, she comes up. Even when I'm bringing their food in, she comes up with everybody else, but she'll be, you know, maybe a step or two behind. And like when I set the gruel bowl down, they'll all kind of, you know, just attack it. And she just kind of looks for an opening and moves in and starts eating. So she's a very cool, temperamented dog. She probably, guys, is going to do better in a home that doesn't have small children, 3, 4-year-old, you know, a lot of that kind of activity. I think that would be very overwhelming to her at this age. Can she get used to that? Absolutely. And she is one that can probably do okay without another animal in the home or with an older animal. The other ones, they're really going to need another dog for companionship. They're just very, very social. Or they're going to need their humans home all day to interact with them, to keep them socially balanced. Green, of all of them, I think is the one that can probably handle some time alone, and that she'll be fine with that. But she also wants her cuddle time and her interaction time. So just something to keep in mind. Hello, Sagey girl. Look at that pretty girl. Hi, honey. That's Red. That's that sweet boy, Red. And there's Blue boy. Pinky, what are you doing? And you may notice in there I've got some little individual blankets. I've got the big whelping blanket that I use out here. I've got several of those, but I'm starting to put some of those smaller blankets out here. What I will do is send one home with each puppy in their puppy pack, so they have the smell of the mom and the other litter mates, which is going to just help the transition when they come to live in their new homes, help to make it a little less stressful for them. And there's that Sagey girl. So, I mean, they're all pretty active, you guys. I just am catching them during a nap time, and my schedule is just so busy right now and trying to get everything ready for puppy selection. This is going to be the best video I can offer you this week. But we'll be sending individual shots of each puppy. Hi, guys. Purple and Green are just sacked out. You should have seen them this morning. It was that? That's Sage and Blue. And Red is sacking out now. Yep, Red's sacking out. He's had enough. Blue! Blue! Hi, Sagey girl. And Pinky's waking up Black. Get up and play. Wake up and play, Black. You can hear them play. They're play growling. Of course, you see who woke up and had to get in on things, right? Oh, Red. Oh, Red. Hi, puppies. Hi, puppies. There's that sweet girl. There's that sweet girl. Hi, honey. Hi, honey. Look at Sage just watching, taking it all in, her and Pinky. Black's back out, purple's still out, green's still out. And Red and Blue are under my feet. So that's it, you guys. I'm going to go ahead and sign off. There's that blue boy. So I don't envy you making this selection. They're all pretty terrific pups. So I'll be in touch with each one of you, and as I work with each family, I'll try to let everyone know which ones have been spoken for as the week progresses. So stay tuned. I'll be in touch. If you have any questions, you know where to find me. Thanks, everyone. Have a good day. Bye.